And now for a taste of things to come.
Welcome, everyone, as the Simply Reliable Studios presents another live watch along. This time tonight, we present GCW Tournament of Survival. I am, of course, your host today, play by play. For now, I'm Joey Styles in it. We'll see if somebody joins me, but it'll be me here for this evening as we go live to Atlantic City, New Jersey for the Tournament of Survival. First round matchups include Murphy versus Vibress, who's my pick, by the way. So if I sound biased a little bit, apologize for that. Dr. Redacted versus Dr. Danger. We have Nino Extremo, or Extremo as people say, but it's really Nino Extremo versus Sicko. And you got Dr. Redacted. Sorry. You got Dr. Redacted versus Dr. Danger. I put two of the same things in here, so I mentioned it. I mentioned the wrong one, so I'm missing one. But I will fix the banners and the graphics in a moment because we're live. We started right on time, actually, with a great video package. This is going to be crazy. For those that don't have Triller TV and can't watch, the ring is literally surrounded by a cage of weapons at the top. Not a cage, but like a chain of weapons where there is just light tubes hanging, bats with thumbtacks surrounded by it. I can't even describe everything that's on there, but look like they're gonna start with Vipress versus Murphy as she's coming out first. La Chola, my pick. Crowd on their feet, on fire, happy. Like literally everyone screaming Vipress. This is gonna be crazy. Let's fucking go again. Welcome to everybody who is in the chat. Christy, Oliver, Safet, and more. I see my wife. Guys, let me know if you can hear my feed because I don't want to get flagged and anything. Literally, the whole entire crowd is behind Vipers right now. This is crazy. And here comes Anakin Murphy now. Over my dead body shirt, he's saying. Murphy's actually getting some cheers too. I'm almost afraid and cringing of what's going to happen in this tournament, especially when Dr. Redacted takes on Dr. Danger. That's going to be crazy. Whew. This crowd is on fire. Atlanta is hot for this. Bell rings. Here we go. Murphy's just laying in the crowd trying to play or laying in the corner trying to play mind games with the Vipers. I don't know if she's the one you want to piss off though. You don't want to piss off Chola at you. Crowd chanting GCW. Let's go Vipers chants screaming out. They haven't even touched each other. Vipers already pulling a light tube as well as Murphy. And immediately Vipers smacks him over the head. Murphy lets Vipers hit him in the head. We're just exchanging light tube blows to the head now. This is the fourth one. Fifth one. There is not enough hanging if this many people are going to use these things. Vipers grabbing two now. Just beating Murphy down. Two more. One, two. Murphy trying to put an elbow up to block it. It's starting to affect him now. Two more by Vipers. Two more by Vipers. Two more. Ah, that one really cracked him over the head. No blockage. Murphy dazed and confused. Another one from Vipers. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of wrestling moves here. Now Vipers grabbing that bat that is surrounded by but thumbnails that are in it. Thumbtacks. Ah, she hit both arms at the same time. Ah, Murphy's got a bunch of thumbnails in his arm sticking out. There's not one wrestling move yet. There is literally there was a panel of wood that was carrying a bunch of light tubes. Murphy tried to knock down, but he missed. And then a Death Valley driver into that wood by Vipers. Vipers might try to end this early, which is a good strategy for a tournament like this. You're going to wrestle so many times in one night. One, two, kick out by Murphy. There is glass, light tube, particles everywhere. As Murphy just literally Hadouken another light tube right to Vipers' face and she goes down. He grabs the bat now, right across Vipers' back. A piece of barbed wire is literally stuck in her hair and her shoulder. Oh, he just ripped a piece of her hair out with it. Oh, Viper's bleeding on the back of her shoulder, and now there's just a tennis racket with spikes on it, the razor blade, the beds, and right to the small of Viper's back. Ouch! Murphy has taken the most damage. However, Vipers is bloody, showing the wounds, and now she's on her knees and gets cracked over the head with another light tube. There's literally not been one wrestling hold or move that I've seen aside from the Death Valley driver. Everything else has just been getting hit with a weapon. Vipers across. Murphy with another light tube across her back. Referee trying to clear the big pieces of the tube. Now Murphy's just across her back and grabbing her fingers, trying to break her fingers. But Vipers with a couple of back elbows to get some distance here. Murphy with the back of the head. Super kick. Viper's just laid out. Cover. 1, 2. Viper's kicks out at 2. Now I'm starting to see. Murphy's also bleeding all across the arm. A pack of 3 light tubes together now. And Murphy just cracks it across Viper's back. One of them didn't even break, so he removes it and breaks it over his own head. This is just the first match. What the hell? Murphy lays Viper's across the ropes like in the 619 position. He's getting that little bed of razor blades, attaching it to her upper shoulder area, and just rubbing it in. Viper's bleeding immediately in that spot. Probably losing feeling in her right arm. Yeah, folks, sorry. I don't think I'm going to be calling a lot of wrestling moves tonight. Murphy chases Viper's out. Viper's rolls back in, bounces on the ropes. Tope suicida! Viper's able to get Murphy back into the ring. You're only limited by your imagination tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in this entire tournament. That is the only thing limiting you. Now she gets the bed of razor blades across his forehead. Pounding it into his forehead. Now across his arm in the same spot on the shoulder. And Viper's does it to his other shoulder now. Overhead takedown, snap mirror takedown. She's doing it by his hair. Just constantly 4, 5. Picks him up. Death Valley driver set up. Into the back of thumbnails or thumbtacks. And covers. 1, 2. Murphy able to kick out. Ugh. Yeah, Safet, definitely not going to be a lot of wrestling move. Although a fisherman, Michinoku driver on the light tubes and gets a 2. I mean, Murphy's wearing a shirt that says "Over my dead body." That might come true tonight. He might have a dead body the way Viper's is. Now she's throwing chairs in here. 2 chairs. Viper's looking to become only the second woman who has survived this tournament. She is setting up the bed of chairs. She's got 2 chairs in the middle. She's climbing. She's got Murphy in a power driver position trying to pick him up into the chairs. He slides out and just trips her head first into the chairs. Just a crash and burn by the legs. Oh my God. A crew coming in trying to collect everything. There is literally a bed of barbed wires getting put into the ring. There's crew members in the ring as these two are wrestling. What are they setting up? It's a wood panel of barbed wires, and they're adding light tubes to it. What the hell? Murphy grabbing the 3-pack of light tubes. Oh my God! Santon bombed her with the light tubes across his back. I don't know who that hurt more, but he's covering. 1, 2. Why are they setting up a weapon in the middle of the match? That should have been set up and the wrestlers have to go get it. Why are you guys setting it up? Drop kick to the turn. Oh. Vipress is laying down. Murphy is climbing the top turnbuckle. She's on her knees now. Double. Oh my God! He kind of like slammed her face into the into the light post, and she kicked out at one. She kicked out at one. A second win just came into Vipress as an overhead kick to her inside cradle. 1, 2, kick out. Vipress went for a version of the rock bottom rollover into the glass. And remember, every time they hit the canvas, they are in a bunch of broken glass. A 3-pack of light tube gets thrown to Murphy like a Hadouken by Vipress. Murphy's sticking up his middle finger, being defiant to the end. Choke slam into that wooden panel of light bulbs. Vipress covers. 1, 2, 3. Vipress moves on. Vipress is advancing to the semifinals. I believe she's going to take out, well, it depends on the order of the matches. This is going to be crazy. Oh my God. If this is just the first round, Vipress looks beat already. Holy shit. Ended with a crazy choke slam through a wooden panel. Almost like if you guys got a cellar or basement, those doors, that's exactly what the wood panel is shaped like. She choke slammed him through a bunch of light tubes, used the doors to entrap him, and then cover him. As Vipress is the first winner of the night. Sticks her middle finger up, goes. Holy shit. Highlighting. Oh my God. They're literally showing the weapons in the ring. And now there's a video package of all the different weapons that they put together for the Tournament of Survival. They're literally giving us backstage footage of all the weapons that were put together. And these are previous previous tournaments. I love this track by Fabulous, by the way. Oh my God. This is just what we've gone through over the years. There's literally a wood panel full of open scissors. And you know, Takeda's favorite weapon who's in this tournament are scissors. While we're going through that, through the video package, take a reminder to subscribe to all of us, especially me, trying to get these numbers up. If you can subscribe to @Razor Wrestlings. And don't forget tonight at 11 p.m., Noah Simple Man Foster is hosting the Saturday Night Shenanigans. So tune in at 11 p.m. Eastern after this. Kind of glad that this is at 5 p.m. Eastern and gives us time to settle before Shenanigans. Not sure why GCW chose to do it at 5 p.m., but hey, I'm not complaining. There's literally a wood chipper in this video. Oh my God. And I remember that match actually. Oh my God. Matt Tremont is standing by to see who the hell he's got to face, because whoever wins this tournament gets a crack at the Ultra Violent Championship. And like I said, my prediction is Vipress to win and Vipress to actually beat Tremont. But while they're showing their video package, I'm going to show the trailer one more time, as we'll be right back. If I can find the trailer. Never mind. But this video is almost over anyways. Oh my God, the history of this tournament. Tremont. Before this was a rope. The barbed wire. The ropes were barbed wire. At least this time it's just regular ropes, unless maybe they changed the ring in the finals. But my prediction for the finals is going to be Dr. Redacted versus Viperous, and that's going to be a hell of a match if it get there, because it could be Takeda and Viperous. Could be anybody, but we know the only person to move forward so far is Viperous. We're showing highlights from Tournament of Survival 8, which was also here at the Showboat in Atlantic City. There was Takeda in there. Sorry, folks, trying to multitask and do promos at the same time as these video packages are rolling. They're showing highlights of the eighth one, which I believe that was the one Rina Yamashita won, which she's obviously the only female who has won this tournament. Viper's looking to become the second female. Ugh, this was sick. All right, guys, enough with the highlights. I guess they're doing this to clean the ring because there's been a hell of a lot of damage and a lot of debris in the ring right now. So I guess that's a way to clean up debris. Here we go. This one is going to be worse. We are getting from bad to worse. Mr. Danger versus Dr. Redacted now. Mr. versus Doctor. He may be Mr. Danger, but they both dangerous. I'm a little afraid of this one, if I'm going to be honest. Mr. Danger making his way to the ring first. None of these people's body will ever be the same again after tonight. Here's Dr. Redacted. He's coming out. You know what he's going to do? He's coming out to commit surgery. Redacted. Redacted. The crowd is going sick for him. Look at the fan dressed like him. He's bringing him around with him. I love his entrance. He's just pushing everybody. Couldn't push this big dude though. Oh my God. There's no more it's not a ceiling hanging a bunch of light tubes, but there's plexiglass in the corner. There is, you can see boxes of the freaking light tubes everywhere. So I guess that's what's gonna be cool is each match is gonna look different. And maybe we'll get in the finals, they'll do that again with the barbed wire ropes. They're shaking hands at the beginning. Dr. Redacted runs at Mr. Danger. Danger leapfrogs him. He almost ran into the plate glass. He waist locks him, couple of elbows, and there we go. Hadouken. First set of light tubes get thrown. Now he breaks another set over the top of Danger's head. Redacted trying to use those bed of nails. Danger blocks him and then drop kicks his knees out. Leg drop across his back, leaping leg drop. Rolls him over. Light tube to the across his body. Oh, senton bomb on the ground. One. Oh, Redacted kicked out at one. Dr. Redacted's head is completely busted open. Now he's pulling his head over shoulder for. Oh my God! Like a bulldog flip his. He bulldog flipped Danger's head on the trash can. Now he's looking for something underneath the ring, a chair. Throws the chair right to his forehead. As they get a replay of when he was gonna dive, Danger was gonna dive towards Dr. Redacted. He just hit him with the light bulb with the lights. Ugh. Now the lid of the trash can across Danger's head. And he slides the lid back in. I think he's pointing to the plexiglass. And the fans just went crazy. He pointed at something. Right hand by Redacted across Danger's jaw. Bringing him towards the ring now. Knees him in the stomach. Oh, there's a door he laid on the ground. That's what he was pointing at. Picks up the door. Drops down and he hits the door over his head. Now he just throws the door on top of Danger. Trying to hype up the crowd. Grabs the trash can again. Just launches the trash can right at Danger's head. Now he's pointing at some other weapon. Oh no, he's going under the ring for another chair. What the hell is in this man's head? I don't even want to know what Dr. Redacted thinks. Redacted hits him in the stomach, sits him down in the chair that's right where the crowd is. Grabs another light tube. Oh my god, he headbutted the light tube to break it over Danger's head. Does it again. Dr. Redacted doesn't give a damn about his own well-being. How do you beat a man who doesn't give a shit about his own well-being? Now he's got a 3-pack of the light tubes. Danger's trying to block it, but then he got low blowed and then he headbutted him again. Now he's running around. Is he going to run and drop kick him or splash him while he's in the chair? He's running. Cannonball on the chair. Redacted just doesn't give a damn. Grabs another chair. Two more chairs. Redacted doesn't care. Why am I laughing at all this violence? You become numb, folks, after you call a certain amount of GCW matches. Redacted sits Danger down on the chair. Just rips his thumbs to the eyes. Hops on the apron. Is he going to do another cannonball? Sticks his middle finger up. Cannonball from the apron, but nobody home. Redacted just went all legs to the chair. This is Danger's opportunity now. Take advantage. Rolls him in the ring. Cover, 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Stomp. Going to get the plexiglass. Lays it on the canvas. What is he going for? Stomps. Rolls Redacted towards it. Keeps stomping him. He's kind of got the plexiglass like under the ropes. Now a moonsault. He puts the light tubes across Redacted's body. Does another moonsault, but it doesn't break the tubes. Now he just picks it up and cracks him over the head with it. Cover, 1, 2. But why was he setting up the plexiglass is what I'm trying to figure out. Danger rolls Redacted over. Goes to the apron. Leapfrog. Swanton. Into like a Walls of Jericho moonsault off the ropes. Cover, 1, 2. Kick out by Redacted. And the side of Dr. Redacted's head is just crazy blood. It's a crimson mask. Danger going under the ring, sliding the 2 chairs under. Sets 1 chair up. Sets another chair up. What the hell is he thinking? Now he just hits him in the stomach with the chair. And then he sets another chair up by his head. So he's got 1 chair at his legs, another chair at his head, picking up the glass. He's going to make a glass bridge. Sorry, folks. My feed just went out. Like it's just frozen. So I had to back out. I'm going to have to hit watch live and it'll probably skip whatever just happened after the bridge setup. Yeah, I didn't get to see what happened, but Redacted just pulled Dr. Danger in, suplexed him. Another German suplex. Trying to do another suplex. Couple of elbows by Dr. Danger. Bounces him off the ropes into another German suplex. As they show the replay, that's what I missed. The Death Valley driver through the plexiglass bridge. Okay. Thank God for replay. Dr. Redacted puts Mr. Danger into the tree of woe position, chokes him with his foot. Dr. Redacted setting up something. Puts the chair a little closer to the glass. There's a tree of woe. Cannonball through the plexiglass into the corner. I don't know who got worse of it, Dr. Redacted or Mr. Danger. And I'm loving this too, Safet. GCW chants screaming out through the arena. 1, 2, kick out by Danger. He's asking for the ring crew for the trash can. Pulls up the whole trash can. The lid is on this trash, so I don't know what the hell he plans on doing. Now he takes the lid off. Just smacks Danger in the body with the lid of the chair. Flips the trash upside down. Now what's he gonna do? Got him in the suplex. Is gonna do a superplex onto the trash can. No, he's gonna do that same bulldog move, that cutter. Oh, Danger flipped out of it. Rolls underneath, but then gets hit right on the back of the shoulder and the back of the head. Now across the head with that. Now the trash can lid across the head. Or, sorry, the entire trash can. Now one lighting tube. 2 lighting tubes. Trifecta. And he gets 2 more. Another one. Another one. Redactor said something about somebody's mom into the camera. I really didn't know. Now he just throws the freaking chair like a fireball. Danger got up, though. Mr. Redactor doesn't see that Danger's up behind him. He's turned around dealing with plexiglass. He runs, jumps off the chair, drop kicks into the plexiglass. Rolls Redacted. Swanton across the light tubes, but he hurt himself. Covers Dr. Redacted. 1, 2. Kick out by Dr. Redacted. Don't know how he kicked out. 450. 1, 2, 3. Holy shit! Shock of the night. Mr. Danger beat Dr. Redacted. So is it going to be Vipers versus Mr. Danger next? I guess that would be the next matchup. Holy shit. Shock of the night. I was not expecting that one. About 80% of the people I talked to pegged Dr. Redacted to be in the finals. So for him to lose the first round is crazy. They're shaking hands after that crazy ass. Now they're looking at the tournament 9. It's freaking crazy. I was not expecting that at all. It's when Murdoch beat Slade here in this tournament of survival. This was 2 years ago, June 1st, 2024, Tournament of Survival 9. It's showing this crazy submission Murdoch won with. He stopped the match. Then he's lighting a table on fire off a scalpel. Covered. This is when Murdoch won the tournament. They're showing the whole highlights. Whew, this was crazy. Put in the comment who the hell had. Put in the comments if you actually had Mr. Danger beating Dr. Redacted, because I call bullshit. I don't think anybody picked that. I damn sure. I'll be honest with you. Hell no. I thought he was going to be in the finals against Vipers. But I don't even know how the bracket is set up. Like, does Vipers now take on Mr. Danger? Or does she take on the winner of Gresham? Or who does she take on? I'm not sure how the brackets are set up. This is crazy. They're showing highlights of the ninth one, and I didn't know there was a bed of cacti that they were putting each other through. Like this tournament is gonna have a lot to live up if you go to the history of GCW, because it's been some crazy shit. Showing all the highlights as they just showed that Murdoch was the winner of it, but damn, I don't even know if you can call anyone a winner. To be honest, after what they put themselves through in this match, they might be victorious, but are they really a winner? Because their body ain't going to take it. As Jonathan Gresham is going to take on Takeda, might be the match of the night. This is gonna be nuts. These are just the opening round, ladies and gentlemen. This is the debut for Jonathan Gresham of his tournament. Whew. He's never been in any. He's not exactly known for tournament of survival type matches or death matches. So, but if you think about Gresham's style and the way he manipulates joints and submissions, like he can get extreme. Again, if I get quiet, I'm just trying to do multiple things at once. So I apologize for awkward silence, but that's just me doing the promotion of putting on the channel to bring more people on. Gresham taking up his robe. Interesting to see Gresham in this tournament. Especially after a stroke a year ago, I believe it was. Maybe even less than a year. Everybody's screaming Takeda. So now, the rest that people didn't pick Dr. Redacted picked Takeda. So we'll see. There's the scissors, baby. You talk about drawing the short end of the stick, like a debuting Gresham who's never been in death matches has to face Takeda, who's like the king of death matches. You talk about a contrast. The scissors about, like, I don't know, 10, 11 inches. Like, he's sticking in his boots now. I'm a little afraid for Gresham. You look at Gresham, he didn't even take precautions to he didn't take precautions. The dude doesn't even wear knee pads. Look, he's in a death match with no knee pads or elbow pads. He is not protected at all. And what's up, Matt Helms? Takeda middle finger. Well, they went to shake hands and he already stuck his middle finger up at him. A lockup, head scissor takeover. Oh, the first match that actually has some wrestling in it. Good old fashioned wrestling. Didn't expect this. Collar and elbow tie up. Headlock takeover into a head scissors. Another headlock takeover. Same sequence, opposite way. Drop kick by Gresham right to Takeda's knee. Sticks his middle finger up. We've actually got some wrestling in a deathmatch tournament. And right as I say that, Takeda turns around and grabs all the light tubes, smashes them to the ground, points at him, and says, "Let's go." Has anybody actually said the word deathmatch wrestling together? Because this is pretty much what this is. Both men just taking their time, filling each other out. To the test of strength. Knuckle lock. Are they going to do the actual test of strength? Yes. But look how smart Gresham is. He's actually kicking the big shards of glass while they do this. Out of the way. Takeda has his leg behind Gresham's leg, trying to lay him into the ground, but Gresham able to use his leverage to get back up. Kicks one leg off, waist lock. Takeda turns it around, headlock, but Irish whip. Shoulder takedown, but Gresham landed right into the glass. Oh, he laid in the grass, and it's right in his stomach. Body slam into the glass now. Welcome to Deathmatch, Gresham. Takeda grabbing some light tubes now. Body slams him through both light tubes. Gresham just shaking right now. Takeda getting hyped up, putting the light tube broken end, and now he's stabbing himself in the head. This crazy scissor boy. And speaking of scissors, he grabs the scissors out of his belt, out of his boots. Gresham, turn around, buddy. Or maybe you don't want to turn around. He ducks under. Ducks again. Gresham grabbing that hand with the scissors, fighting. Takeda with a kick. Oh, he's stabbing him on the top of the bald head with the scissors. And then rapes it across his head. Now he's stabbing Gresham in the forehead. Oh, he's just constantly stabbing him. Oh, now he's opening the scissors and just cutting Gresham across the head. Ouch. Gresham watching the blood just pour out of his head into his hands. Now with the light tubes across his teeth. Oh, and then shatters it in his mouth. Oh, Takeda's sick. And I think Gresham's kind of shocked by what happens in a death match. But will this light a fire under him now? Will the sight of your own blood, he's literally chewing on glass. Ugh. Gresham up and over, drop kick to Takeda's knee, flips Takeda right into the glass. I don't know if you guys think, but I think Gresham's in a little bit of shock. I mean, do you not know what you signed up for? There we go! Gresham grabs a light tube. I think Takeda woke something up. He smashes it across Takeda's knee. And now he's stabbing Takeda in the knee with it. And out figure four on the glass. But remember, oh no, he goes to his knee. Yep, figure four. But remember, Gresham, you're laying in the glass yourself. Well, he's sitting, he's not laying. But remember, to get to the ropes or to rotate, Takeda's going to have to drag himself through a bunch of glass. This is smart by Gresham. Because even if he rotates over and reverses the pressure, he's going to have a bunch of glass on his stomach. And remember, Extreme, there's no rope breaks or anything. Takeda able to roll over. But again, it's on his own, on the glass, and they both roll again. But there's no rope break, guys. They're dragging each other under the ropes. I guess the only way to break it is to fall off the apron, and they do. They both fall onto the ground. That was smart by Gresham, though, because he knew he would have to drag him across all the glass. Gresham slid under the ring now. Grabs a bunch of light tubes. I think he's got about 3. He's telling Takeda to get in here. Takeda has a light tube. Oh, Gresham just let Takeda get the same amount of light tubes. It's 3 versus 3 light tubes. Oh, I think we're just going to go swing crazy. Takeda throws the tubes on the ground. He's telling Gresham to hit him on the head. He's allowing Gresham to hit him. And Gresham obliges. But Takeda's sick ass is going nuts. Picks up the tubes himself. He's daring Gresham to let Gresham hit him. Or let Takeda hit him. Is Gresham going to do it? He's telling him, put your hands behind your back and take it. Is Gresham going to do it? He does it! He puts his hand behind his back. I think he's just going to take it. Gresham back there. He ducked and calls timeout. There's no timeout in wrestling. Now they're fighting over the position of the light tubes. Takeda kicks him in the stomach, and when he bends down, he headbutted the light tubes and smashed it over Gresham's head. Drop kick to Gresham. He whipped across the turnbuckle. A bunch of light tubes by Takeda, and he just charges at Gresham in the corner. Now with a knee. Cover 1, 2. Gresham kicked out. I would never thought I would call a deathmatch wrestling match. Deathmatch match, yes. But there's actually wrestling in this match. Look at Gresham's body. It's just glass everywhere, shining like he's made of diamond, almost like diamonds on him. Takeda slapping Gresham in the chest. Gresham firing himself up. Chop right to the throat. Pushes him. Slap up. Slap fest exchange. Chop fest. Chop. 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 Just chopping all over the place. Fakes a chop to the chest and a low blow, which is perfectly legal. DDT into the glass. Gresham cutting his own throat with his thumb, saying it's over. He's climbing the ropes, but he doesn't see that Takeda grabbed a stack of light tubes. Whatever Gresham is doing or going for, he's going to land in a bunch of light tubes. Oh, he went for a shooting star press, but Takeda had a bunch of tubes on his body. So Gresham shooting star pressed against a bunch of tubes. Takeda's up. Gresham saying, hold on, give me a minute. Holy shit. Exchanging now. Forearm exchange. Dragon suplex by Takeda. Now a knee to the chest. Another knee. Knocks Gresham down. Cover 1, 2. Kick out. Very ginger kick out. Now the stack of light tubes that are tied together now against Gresham's shoulder. What is Takeda going here? Is he going to try to knee it again? Oh, yep! He needed 1, 2, kick out. The ref probably going to cut himself in the hand counting these. As we take a look at the replay here, as he ran, it just kneed him with all the light tubes. Gresham is just like kind of taking it in, not sure how to react. He's just never experienced anything like this. And everywhere he turns, he puts his hands to get up or anything. He's putting it in the glass. And now he's just screaming in pain, but he gets up. Takeda and Gresham going face to face. Forearm by Takeda. Another forearm by Gresham. Gresham fired up now. Another one. Another exchanges now. Forearm exchanges. Gresham getting the bet. Nope. It's still an exchange. Now Gresham got 2, 3. Discus clothesline. Ducked under by Takeda. Right hand knocks Gresham to his knees. Light tube across the head. Dragon sweeper. Dragon powerbomb and it's over. Or dragon suplex forward. Takeda wins. And he did it on a box of light tubes. Masashi Takeda moves on. Ugh. Gresham's back is disgusting right now. Takeda raising Gresham's hand. Good sportsman. And now Takeda just hit him in the throat with a chop. I guess that was like a hey, remember me type thing. Takeda walks out. Gresham smiling a little bit. I don't know. Something might have woke up in Gresham. Do we really want a sick and twisted Gresham now? Do we really want this? I'm not sure we want this, guys. I think Gresham is starting to take a liking to this shit. And I'm afraid of it. Ugh. I'm afraid of Gresham starting to like extreme matches and him getting involved. But man, look at his face. That man is in pain. They're showing the Tournament of Survival 10. Last year, same date actually. Oh no, it was the 7th of June. It's when Tremont won. They're showing the highlights of Tremont last year. Death Valley driver on top of a broken cinder block. This was last year, same arena. This is last year's crazy ass match when the whole arena's floor was all cinder blocks. There was Napier with the bat across Tremont's stomach. Ugh. This is when Joey threw Christian Napier in through those tables. This is last year Tremont's victory over Otis Koger. We'll see who's going to follow up. Who's this year's winner? Now he's showing Gateway to Death, which was in St. Louis earlier this May 16th. Joey Janela and Sicko. Kudo driver on the apron. Joey Janela running tombstone on the chair. Joey Janela covered Sicko. I don't know how Sicko kicked out at this point. I can't wait to see what Sicko does. I'm assuming Sicko's match is next, and that's why they're highlighting that. His highlights of the Sicko Joey Janela with a destroyer by Sicko. And then that tornado kick he likes to do. Pump handle slam. And he got the 3 over Joey Janela. Let's see if Sicko's next. Because they're showing Nino Extremo now. Literally, they got him rolling weed and smoking it. My kind of guy. He rolled a fat one and just started smoking it. That's a promo video? What? Sitting in the egg chair? Said I've been grinding and working harder than all you motherfuckers in this tournament. He said I'm gonna put all you motherfuckers in the blunt and throw a fat one. There it is, Nino Extremo versus Sicko the Clown. You're gonna see some crazy high flying shit here. Ice Deacon. Here's Nino Extremo coming out first. Looks emotional. I think he's just trying to get fired up. Hyping himself up. This might steal match of the night. I don't know. He gives the fans the light tubes. He's so emotional that he's involved in this. He's literally got tears in his eyes. Oh, there's a scaffold on the side of this one, and the light poles, the lights are shaped in like a star in the corner. Ice Deacon. Dude, Nino is extreme. He is crazy. Oh my God, there is a bed of light tubes on the outside. Yep, each match is set up different. There's a ladder on this one, the door, barbed wire, the scaffold. Two ladders, a green and an orange one. Oh shit, this one's gonna get crazy. Based on the way the ring is set up alone. Nino is hyped. Nino is for sure hyped. This is gonna be a good matchup. These two are pretty much one another. I don't know who's gonna out crazy who, but when your name is Sicko the Clown, we'll see. And he comes out with the bunch of light tubes. I can't tell what it's tied to. But like a mini skateboard. Yes, it's a skateboard, but instead of wheels, it has the freaking light tubes attached to the bottom. Sicko hyping the crowd up now. He went through the scaffold. I'm afraid of that scaffold. And then he take off his shirt. Is somebody on top of that scaffold already? Is Nino up there? Nino is up there already, and Sicko doesn't know. He's turned around. As soon as he gets in the ring, Nino's gonna jump off of it. Oh shit! Nino dove right off the scaffold and did like a kick and had the tubes in the back of his own hamstring. He kicked Sicko right in the air. Holy shit! Now twisting the arm. Now Sicko reverses, knee to the chest. Hammerlock into a headlock. Another arm lock by Sicko. Roll through by Nino. Kick up. Reverses the pressure. Now it's him in the arm lock. High arm lock. Sicko grabbing the ropes, flipped forward. And then just a right elbow that takes Nino Extremo back. Martial arts kick by Nino. Rolls over his back, ends up behind him. And swings at Sicko with the light tubes, but he ducks under. Flip, reverse mule kick. And the crowd chanting for Nino Extremo. Oh, and Sicko just threw Nino into that door of barbed wire. And then he just stomps the door. The barbed wire just across Nino Extremo. Ow! Whew! Poison Rana off the top turnbuckle. I think Sicko hit his head on a piece of that plate glass too that's on the floor. Now Nino putting the light tube across his body. Corkscrew splash off of the corner ropes onto those tubes. Yeah, that was Safet. That was nuts. I know what you mean, the way the match started. Nino's going under the ring now. 2 chairs. Nino is bloodied as hell. Slide the chair. That chair is already broken. Or at least there's a big dent in it. And he cracks Sicko over the head with it. Puts one chair down. Puts the other chair down. Now, oh, think he's going for that plate glass bridge. Referee helped him set it up. Okay, so for those that don't have trailers, Sicko's literally laying on the ground under the plate glass, that bridge. Sicko jumps. Sorry, Nino jumped, but Sicko rolled out of the way, so Nino was smart and didn't do any moves. Now they're just staring at each other. They both jump on each other on each side of the ring with a double clothesline, and both went through the plate glass. Oh, ow, ow, ow! And Sicko's got it stuck in his hand. They did a meeting of the mind in the middle as they both jumped off the ropes. Double clothesline, and then they both went through the bridge. Holy shit! Take a look at this replay. Both springboarded off the top ropes, clotheslined each other, and both went through the... Wow. Putting everything on the line. This is crazy. And now there is a ladder bridge that has all the light tubes set up in between the corner. Nino's got Sicko like in a powerbomb position, but he let go of it. Now he's trying to slide the ladder more because it's like on the turnbuckle. It's not stuck in between the second turnbuckle. Now he's underneath Sicko, trying to powerbomb him. Sicko fell off. And he tumbles to the outside. There was a door sitting there, and it just stabbed Sicko in the back. He's trapped in between the door now. Oh. Sicko could have got really hurt. I think he hurt his shoulder, but he's getting up, and the crowd is chanting. That ladder, light tube ladder, whatever you want to call it, they're literally picking shards of glass out of their hands. This is crazy. Nino is just on the double stomp. He stabbed Sicko's face into the light tubes. Holy shit. This is sick. Nino drop kick coast to coast. He drop kicked that skateboard light tube right across Sicko's chest. Covers. 1, 2, kick out by Sicko. Now it's Nino in the corner. Sicko drop kicked him, took his leg out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Sicko's climbing the scaffold. Holy shit, I don't want to know what he's going to do. Oh! Sicko is all the way up top. Nino is on the ground. Corkscrew plancha off of the scaffold and covers Nino. 1, 2. Nino kicked out. Holy shit. That was sick. This is crazy. There's a layer of glass in Sicko's eye, and he just used the referee's shirt to wipe it out. Now he's pointing up in the sky. I don't know what the hell is in his mind now. There's a bed of light tubes in between 2 chairs set up in the middle. Sicko climbing the scaffold again, and Nino's going to go meet him. They're both going to be on top of the sky. Oh my god, I shudder to think what the hell is about to happen. They are both a Spanish fly off the scaffold! Holy shit! Through the glass as well! I don't know who got the worst of that! Holy shit! Sicko landed with his legs curled like he's just not even moving. And now he just fall flat. I don't know who got the worst of that, but that was holy shit! GC Dub! Take a look at this! Spanish fly by Nino! Holy shit! Off the scaffold! How are any of them moving right now? Holy shit! 100%. Holy shit. Holy shit. Sicko sliding off Nino's back. Nino Irish whips him into the bed of nails! Ouch! They're all in Sicko's back! There's like porcupine needles. Now a standing Spanish fly by Sicko. Cover 1, 2. Nino kicked out. He can't even put his weight on Nino right now. He's literally porcupined. And now he throws that door of needles at Nino. And then cracks him in the head with it. There's porcupine needles in both men. Ow! Holy shit! Ugh! Yeah. What? And there's another bed of light tubes. What the fuck are they doing now? I don't know if you guys agree, but I think this is the most extreme match out of all of them. Holy fucking shit. He is staring at a 20-foot ladder, Sicko, thinking about what he's going to do off of this thing. Oh my god. This ladder, so it's a bed of light tubes on top of a table, and then Sicko's setting up a 20-foot ladder. I shudder to think what the hell is in this man's head. Holy shit. He's pointing up in the sky. There is a weed whacker tied up way in the ceiling. And now trending number 6 in the US is hashtag GCW Tournament of Survival 11. He's going for the weed whacker! I hope somebody charged that battery. Now Sicko stole it from him. And now he's... Oh, he's weed whacking Sicko's body! Oh! With those long strings. And he turned around and he's going to razor edge him. He's going to razor's edge him off the ladder through that table of light bulbs. No, he flipped him over. X Factor! Cover 1, 2, 3. Nino beats Sicko. Holy fucking shit. He picked him up on the shoulder, flipped him over, and pretty much did an X Factor through a bed of light tubes that was on top of a table. Sicko just landed there. They had porcupine needles just all in their body. That was an extremo, an extreme match. Take a look at this replay. Holy shit. Blech. Blech. This is some nasty work. Holy shit. Oh my god, there's nothing like GCW. Holy shit. We still got more rounds to go. There's still one more opening round match. Yeah, definitely, Safet. That is extreme to another level. That is why his name is Extremo. That is fucking nuts. And then he takes a fan's beer. Or the fan gave it to him. Takes the Mexican flag. Holy shit! What a night so far. Woo-wee! And Extremo is giving Sicko his props. They shake hands. He lifts him up. Holy shit. Sicko looks possessed with those needles just sticking out. I think they're toothpicks. Like, I don't know what the hell they are, but they look like porcupine needles. Absolutely nuts. Abso-freaking-lutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And we're gonna go to, it looks like an intermission. Tournament of Survival returns in 9 minutes and 50 seconds as they're showing the cleaning on one side. Like, what do you guys think here? Oh, what was that's got to be the match so far, right? Nino versus Sicko. That's got to be the match of the night so far. The most extreme, at least. I mean, Viperous match was tame compared to this. Holy shit. While we're on this break, I'd like to thank everyone who is watching. Please subscribe to all of our channels, but especially mine. Trying to get to that 300 by SummerSlam. I almost said Survivor Series. So that my wife and I can do the Hot Wings challenge. So we're going to torture ourselves for you guys for getting us there. It'll be a trivia show where we ask each other. I'm going to ask her all wrestling questions. She's going to ask me pop culture wrestling questions. Every time we get one wrong, you eat a wing of death, as they call it. We each get one person that can answer the question for us. However, if that person is wrong, you then have to eat 2 wings. So that's how we're doing this. So please subscribe to Rage of Wrestling at YouTube. Subscribe to everyone. Casa de 18 Studios and Foster 19. Just everyone. However, I'm really trying to get my personal numbers up. So what do you guys think? We got 8 minutes to waste here. Put it in the comments. What do you guys think? Hopefully, Nick, if you're out here, if you're watching, come join me, buddy, so I can have a partner to bounce off of. But yeah, short intermission, 8 minutes. While they're doing that, let me run the trailer one last time. Give you all the wrestling that we are going to cover. I'm still a little flabbergasted by this. Holy shit.
And now for a taste of things to come.
center of attention, Brittany Brooks here.
This is your NWA Women's World Television Champion.
This is the TNA Knockouts World.
Oh, no longer the TNA champion. She hasn't even been in there. But yes, please subscribe to Rage of Wrestling. You heard them. Holy shit. As we got 5 minutes and 50 seconds, I don't know how I am in sync in terms of what you guys are watching. Match of the night. Definitely Nino Extremo. And yes, all the wrestling. Nino Extremo versus Sicko was a sick match. Yeah, Jonathan Gresham losing to Takeda, which was actually crazy. It was an actual wrestling match, the death match, the recap here. Dr. Redacted versus Mr. Danger. Fucking crazy. Mr. Danger actually won. Biggest shock by Nino Extremo and Sicko might be the match of the night so far. I think Dr. Redacted and Mr. Danger is the surprise of the night. And then you have Viperous versus Murphy who opened it. And of course, Viperous, not to my own surprise, not at all to my surprise, but she won her match, and she's moving on. So I'm wondering, how are they doing the next rounds? Like, who faces who? Is it gonna be Viperous versus Danger because the two, they were like back to back, and then it's Takeda versus Nino, or are they gonna give? I'm assuming Viperous match is next, because they got to give Nino time to rest because he was the last of the first rounds. So I'm assuming it's going to be Viperous versus Danger. Then it's Takeda versus Nino. And if Nino wins that, that's going to be an even bigger shock than Danger versus Dr. Redacted, in my opinion. But since we have a break here, how about we do all of our shills here? This is me. You can find me at Rage of Wrestling, my personal YouTube. The Walter.Cruz.940 to follow me on Instagram. Of course, on X, it's at Walter Alex Cruz. For Jeff Meacham, it is at Jeff Meacham for all the socials. Sorry, it's at _ Jeff Meacham for Twitter. At Jeff Meacham for Facebook. At _ Jeff Meacham on Instagram. And the YouTube is at Jeff Meacham. Why isn't anyone most of the plugs in here? This is don't be a dick. This is Batty for Wrestling as our Ash, our Canadian friend Ash. You can follow her at Shadowbat Ash on Twitter or X. I don't know why we still call it Twitter when it should be called X. And then her YouTube at Batty for Wrestling, and the Simple Man, who doesn't really be on social media. But if you still want to follow him, it's at nfoster1916 on the X. And of course, his YouTube is at nfoster1916. Don't forget to go into the archives. And it's also on Spotify, by the way. You can go back into the archives and see our Jack Cartwheel interview, the WWID, the former WWID, who is now signed to AAA. You can go back and see our interview with Dr. Redacted, who you just saw lose. Brittany Brooks, our latest interview, is up on there. It's also loaded to Spotify, and we have other ones to add in here and to announce coming up soon. I am looking for JJ's graphic, but it seems to not be in here. So give me a second to add his and copy it to the proper brand here. There we go. There's JJ. Chase U. We still follow Chase U no matter of all the released wrestlers and the fact that they disbanded. But, and just, to get on Noah's nerves there. That is JJ background. The Renegade JJ Williams on Instagram. Casa de 18 Studios with an S on YouTube. And of course, X at Casa de 18 Studio without the S. And of course, you can follow us, our business account, where all the announcements of who we're interviewing and the future things that are coming up on our channel on the X at SR Studios 2024. That is everybody that's part of the Simply Reliable Studios. There it is, SRS Studios 2024 on the X. That is my Rage of Wrestling there. That is Noah's and Foster. We have to get rid of the bird. It's an X, but hey. There's JJ's and there's Ash. Also, our friend Datilla. Don't forget her. Subscribe to Rangers of Wrestling today. She does the post. And her new adventure. Let's get her numbers up to match what her other channel is. This is at PC Powerbomb. Pop culture things. And I believe she is teaming up with, or collaborating, I should say, with Ash. Saddlebat Ash. So you'll get two female on pop culture references, both the perspectives, as we are, 19 seconds, according to mine, countdown from the end of the intermission. It looks like they're covering the ring. It looks like they're cleared because I can see Emil in the ring now. This is unique. The second round is just Light Tube leaning on the turnbuckles. It is Vipress versus Mr. Danger first. I apologize. Obviously, we did know who was going to win and everything, so we're not going to have the graphics. Semi-final match here. Vipress versus Mr. Danger. So we'll go with this generic for now. Obviously, I'm not going to have graphics for the next rounds because they don't know. Unless I can work a miracle while I'm working here. Viper's coming out first, cleaning up. Viper is my MVP of GCW. Mr. Danger looks beat to hell. Vipers looks still kind of fresh. Mr. Danger went through hell earlier. He's holding his rib. He's limping. Vipers just dove over the top rope right at him. Didn't even give him a chance. Head scissors takeover. Now hitting Danger with light tubes across his head. That's 4 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8. Danger couldn't even get off the blocks. 9, 10, 13. Holy shit. Vipers didn't let Mr. Danger get a second to breathe. Now he's blocking. Kicks her in the stomach. Light tubes her over the head. Dude, there's like a literal tower of light tubes in each corner of the ring. And GCW Tournament Survival 11 is now number 4 trending on X. Gotta love this shit. Viper's rolling in the ring now. Mr. Danger grabbing these light tubes that are tied together, puts it across her body. He's going to probably do that moonsault that he did earlier. Power bomb by Viper's, cover in the middle of the ring. Kick out. Nice sequence. A running knee by Viper's, but she didn't break the tubing. Picks him up, goes for it again. She need him too high. He's holding the light tube. She says, fuck it. He just smashes him across the chest, lays on him and covers. 1, 2, kick out. She's grabbing that tower now of light tubes, lays it on the canvas. Dude, GCW is single-handedly keeping light tubes in business. Whoever makes the light tubes, they're staying in business because of GCW. Power driver into that stack of light tubes, cover, and a kick out by Mr. Danger, who grabs a rake that is made at the end with light tubes and slash Vipers over the head with it. Fisherman suplex onto the light tubes, cover, 2, and she kicks out. Oh, electric chair! Ow! Vipers threw that wall of light tubes in the corner. Mr. Danger, cover. Vipers kicked out of 1. Holy shit. What is Vipers made of? Here's the Tower of Light. It looks like an Empire State Building almost, like the way the light tubes are put together. Danger climbing, moonsault. No, corkscrew plunger! Did you see his height? 1, 2, and bend Viperous. Mr. Danger beat Viperous, much to my shock. Takeda's winning this shit then if Viperous isn't. Mr. Danger loses. Or sorry, wins. Fucking Viperous lost. Corkscrew plunger. Holy shit, shock. This is now the shock of the night. Holy fucking shit. Danger grabs the mic. Hey, hey. This is what GCW is all about. He said, face to face, you a bad bitch, and shook her hand and bowed to her. Holy shit, shock of the night. As they go into highlights of Survival of 10. Stand by, I'm having a little audio issue. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed it. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Damn headphones. And now, wait, what are they doing? Another 10-minute break? Oh, come on. You don't need 10 minutes to clean up the ring. What is going on? Mr. Danger, sorry folks that they're doing these intermissions. Mr. Danger with 2 shock of the night victories. I didn't even think he would get past Dr. Redacted. And here he is beating Vipress. Holy hell. I hope they don't do a 10-minute break in between each round 2 match just to make it a 3-hour pay-per-view. What are we doing here? Is that what we're planning on doing? Well, that gives Nick time to get over here. Nick, what's up? Usually I'll see him in the chat before he pops in, but what the hell is this? Like another 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm not sure what the point of this one is. There wasn't that extreme of a match for them to clean up. They don't have too much. Oh, they're setting it up the next match. I can see the plexiglass getting set up in the corners. There's like a table of some sort, a double, I don't know, like a wooden scaffold that's not tall being set up. So like I said, I guess each match gets its own unique type of ring, which is, I mean, pretty cool. But it's going to take time to set up each one, which is what's giving each match just these intermissions. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, but fuck it. You gotta love GCW. What's better than GCW? This shit is crazy, dude. I just can't believe I was wrong about Vipers. Now I'm gonna have to go with Takeda. I think Takeda's winning the whole thing now. Unless they're going for the underground story of Mr. Danger. I'm not sure where they're going. They're shocking me. But hey, now we can see if AEW and WWE in their own King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments can shock us. Because I'm pretty much thinking Oba's going to win the King of the Ring. The female's a little bit more unpredictable. AEW's the male is kind of predicted. We'll see. I like what they did here. Regardless of that, I was wrong. But the fact that they're going for a shock. But then again, a lot of people picked Takeda and he's still in it. So we'll see how they do this. But to waste another 6 minutes and 25 seconds, or maybe this is just an estimate because they're trying to sweep and clean and set up whatever the match is next coming up. I see a wooden double scaffold, like I think there's plexiglass at the top of that and light tubes at the bottom. There's plexiglass in one corner of the rope. They're sweeping the glass from the ground underneath the ring. And there's like a bucket, like a big bucket full of something. Like a big mesh cart. It's probably got a bunch of light tubes in there on the outside of the ring. We're going to see. It's hard when you're by yourself to do these watch-alongs, and then they turn around and do this. If they just went back to back to back with the matches, it'll be a lot easier, which is why I actually started at the exact time GCW started, so I won't have to BS a half hour before the match, and then they got me doing it in the middle. So since we're have to waste time here, what are the picks of the people that are left? Mr. Danger is left. Nino Extremo is left. Takeda. These are the last few people left. So look, who you guys pick, and are they going to beat Tremont? Is Tremont losing the Ultraviolent Championship? Because next is Takeda versus Nino Extremo. Which means automatically now we know one half of the finals is Mr. Danger. So who do you guys got taking this? I'm gonna assume Takeda's gonna have to be the favorite. But what if they go with two underdogs and Nino beats him, and you got Nino versus Mr. Danger in the finals, and we got two total minority picks? Like no one, I don't think anyone picked Mr. Nino or Mr. Danger to win. I mean, I'm sure out of hundreds and thousands of fans that somebody picked them, but not the people I've talked to. So what do you guys think? Safat, I fucking love GCW too, man. I just don't like this shit, but I do understand it takes time to set up each match. And the fact that each match is going to have its own unique kind of ring set. We got 14 minutes and 12 seconds. I don't want to keep bombarding you guys with the same trailer, which is why. So let's start some conversation here in the chat. What do you guys think of this special so far? Do you think the right people won? I mean, it's fresh in my head, so I mean, at the moment, I'm pissed that Viper's lost, but we'll see who actually wins it. Because I mean, Vipers could go after the world title, or you can give her an Ultraviolent Championship match sometime later this year. She can win the number one contenders match. She can still get to the title, regardless. I'm heavily shocked that she did not win. Three minutes and 15 seconds. Yeah, hell yeah, a couple of shockers, and they both involve Mr. Danger to me. I did not expect this. That's why I'm a little flabbergasted. %100 flabbergasted that Mr. Danger won. And now how long is it going to take to set up the ring for the finals? That's what's going to piss me off is right after the next match they're going to do this little thing again. Got 2 minutes. At least it's not that much. 10 minutes can pass pretty quick. I'm a little. I apologize for the quiet moments, but I'm just really shocked that Vipers did not win. Mr. Dangerous had made the finals, beating Vipers and beating Dr. Redacted. And I thought they did that. That the whole reason he lost to Dr. Redacted is so that they don't is so that it looked like an easy win for Vipers over him because he was the underdog. But then you turned around and did this. Yes. '53 seconds. I see ammo in the ring. '23 seconds. At least they're on it with the what do you call it? With the timer. At least they're pretty accurate. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? One fall. Thank you. Hold on, people. Nino Extremo coming out first. Nino looks beat to hell. He looks worse than Mr. Danger. But again, that spot of the night, the freaking Spanish fly off the scaffold, and that had to be what 50 feet in the air, guys. Whew. This drunk fan needs to sit his ass down. There he is. Takeda, still with all the glass on his back. Hell yeah, I agree with that. Spot of the night right here. And there's no more scaffold. There's this double weird wooden. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming they haven't showed it in the camera. There's just a bunch of light tubes in there. And then that big, like, basket is full of stuff. There is a bed of light tubes. How many light tubes are there? They should do a like a special. You guys remember in school when there was like a jar of jelly beans and they had everybody guess how many there were and whoever was the closest wins something? They should do a thing of how whoever's the closest of how many light tubes they broke during this thing, because it's got to be at least 200-300 by now. Well, we're starting out with wrestling. Collar and elbow tie up into a headlock takeover or side headlock. Bounces Takeda off the rope. Leapfrog. Hip toss by Nino. Irish whip into the corner. Takeda backdrops him. Shoulder tackle. Pulls Takeda closer. Somersault. Power bomb. Misses a kick. Takeda hits his own kick to the stomach. Grabs the light tube. Martial arts kick. Another one. And that time that broke it. That karate kick that 1-2-3 Kid made famous. Now Takeda holding the light tubes across his body. Nino going to climb the ropes. Springboard moonsault, but it didn't break the light tubes. And then he just picks up the light tubes and smacks Takeda with it. Whew. What can they do that hasn't been done tonight? Because literally it's been nuts tonight. There is a bed. What is this? This is like it's a tent, a tent of light tubes. And Nino Extreme was asking them to give it to him. What the hell is this? They're going over trying to suplex each other. Sorry, folks trying to do that promo stuff. Oof! Takeda literally broke down that whole tent with Nick's body, then smashes it across his head, or his back of his shoulders, and knees him while he was leaning on the ropes. Cover 1, 2. Oh! What a moonsault leg drop over across the back of Takeda. That's about as close as 3 as you can get without getting it. Now he's laying the light tubes across it. And now he double stomps it off the top rope to Takeda's stomach. Cover 1, 2, kick out. And now he power bombs him through that wooden scaffold. Oh, it's barbed wire at the bottom. It's just a scaffold of. Now he's laying chairs and light tubes on top of him. Takeda slaps the chair over the light of the other chair. He did a single concerto into light tubes, pretty much. Look at the blood on Takeda. Woof. Nino getting up. Leg sweep. Now putting 3 light tubes in Takeda's hand. Running knee. Ah, Takeda grabbed his leg. Michinoku driver. 1. Oh, Nino kicked out at 1. Now he running knee into it. Cover 1, 2, kick out. What is that is laying? There's like a board with springs of some sort, barbed wire springs just in between something. I don't know, but Takeda's going for the plexiglass, leaning it against a single chair. He made a single bridge without the other chair. He's going to go for that Michinoku driver again. One, two, three. Power bombed him through it like a side power bomb. And Takeda beats Nino. So the finals is Mr. Danger and Takeda. If you had that on your bingo cards, cash it in. I don't believe anyone did, though. That is crazy, man. That is ridiculous. Nino's got some new respect from me. And I think from the crowd. Listen how the crowd is screaming, Nino, Nino. And now 15-minute intermission. Come on, guys. To clean up, to get the finals. Come on, guys. Seriously? I just put on Twitter who had Takeda versus Mr. Danger in the finals. You show me someone that did, and I'll show you a liar because there is nobody, and I mean nobody, that had that. I mean, I understand about the intermission, but it's to clean the ring and set up whatever the new weapons are going to be, or however you're going to set the stage. But Jesus Christ. I don't know what to do for 13 minutes. Let's run the trailer one more time. That'll waste a couple minutes, and then we'll come back and discuss what we have seen so far tonight. But here's another trailer of everything that's coming up.
And now for a taste of things to come.
the professional wrestling. They're cleaning up the arena, so let me switch the camera angle. There we go. My autograph of Gringo Loco there, even though he's not in this tournament. Thank you, son. Don't know what was funny, but thank you, son. Don't know what that was about. But so far tonight, all the professional wrestling indeed, Safet. We got a shocking final. First, we started tonight, opening bout, Vipress versus Murphy. Vipress, to no one's surprise, took that. You had Dr. Redacted versus Mr. Danger in a crazy back and forth match that was just more violence than wrestling. And Mr. Danger, to shock of at least me and Safet, who has admitted that that was shocking, moved on. Then you had Takeda versus Jonathan Gresham. And shock of that was that we actually got some wrestling in. That was the first match that we got the wrestling in. And then Takeda beat Jonathan Gresham to move on to the semifinals. Then you had Nino Extremo versus Sicko the Clown. Match of the night, at least for the opening round. You had these two do the move of the night, in my opinion, and Safet's opinion. The Spanish fly off of a scuffle that was, I don't know, maybe 50 feet above, at least 30 feet above the ring, at least. A crazy ass Spanish fly off of that, and Nino got to the semifinals for that. Then it was Vipress versus Mr. Danger, which was actually kind of a short match, I'm thinking, but Mr. Danger, shock of the night, beats Vipress, puts her over though, says you're still that bitch. And then we just witnessed Takeda beat Nino Extremo in a nice back and forth match, and now we're waiting for the finals. Mr. Danger versus versus Takeda. And they're cleaning. They got 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I want to see what they're setting up here. Let's see what is different about this. I mean, where else can you go? You had a scaffold. You had like mini Empire State Buildings made of light tubes. You had beds of barbed wire, doors of barbed wire, bats with thumbtacks, ceilings, a bunch of light tubes hanging from the ceilings for our opening match. Where the hell else can you do? It's not going to be cinder blocks all over the ring. Are you going to replace? It don't look like they're replacing the ropes. You don't have enough time to turn them into barbed wire for 7 minutes. So what is the finals going to be? Or is it just a bunch of random weapons on the side? Which is what I would do, to be honest. Now we have 6 minutes and 49 seconds. I don't see them setting up anything. Just cleaning, to be honest. I mean, everything's swept under the ring. I don't see glass in the ring anymore. So why can't they just get the match going? What are they setting up? Oh, I guess there's still glass fragments in the ring because I can see them pushing the broom into the ring now. You guys, do yourself a favor. You gotta go to a GCW event live. Like literally, the cleanup crew were getting cheers and say, "Clean it up, clean it up." Like Vegas was so much fun. You gotta see. I wish that GCW Brett, if you watch this, come near Sacramento. I gotta come. I live too far from LA, and I don't have the money to book a flight and then go, unless you're helping me out. But yeah. I wish I got into GCW when I lived in Connecticut because they keep coming to Hartford. I would have went every time. But now that I live in Northern Cal, hopefully you come to Sacramento or San Jose, something that's closer than LA. Because LA is like a 9-hour drive for me. I really don't see what weapons are being set up. Four minutes and 44 seconds here. Well, while I got time, I'm going to go through the plugs again. That way I can just leave at the end. Follow us all here at SRS Studios as we bring to you all the watch-alongs. And yes, we are going to cover, it wasn't in the trailer because he made the trailer before I made it official that I was going to do it regardless of if I'm my own. Regardless of who the president is, but UFC is my bread and butter, is what I cover. UFC at the White House, June 14th, I believe, that Saturday. We are going to cover it live from the White House, the UFC on Paramount Plus. So tune in. It's a great card. But here are the plugs for Casa de 18 Studios. On Instagram, it's the ROW, the Renegade JJ Williams. On Instagram, Casa de 18 Studios with an S. On YouTube, without the S, Casa de 18 Studio is the Twitter for him. Also follow Ash, our Canadian friend Ash, Shadowbat Ash on X. And then on YouTube, it's Batty for Wrestling. Don't be a dick and subscribe today. If you want to subscribe and follow the Simple Man, he's not on social medias too often, but we do support him because he's the simple man with the spectacular voice, who is our voice for everything here. But at nfoster1916 on both YouTube and X for him. And then at Jeff Meacham, you can follow him at Jeff Meacham's YouTube, the @_Jeff Meacham on the X. On Facebook, it is at Jeff Meacham, and on Instagram, it is @_Jeff Meacham. And of course, me at Rage of Wrestling on the YouTube channel. Walter.Cruz.940 on Instagram, and on X, it is at Walter Alex Cruz. It is the same on Blue Sky, although I don't even know when's the last time I even went on Blue Sky, but that is the Blue Sky one. And again, we do interviews of professional wrestlers here. For those that don't know and are new to the YouTube, go to the archives. There is the last couple of interviews. We have Jack Cartwheel, who's signed exclusively. He's on the injured list right now, but he signed exclusively to AAA. We have the center of attention. Brittany Brooks was the most recent one. And if you follow SRS Studios 2024 on X, stay tuned soon. We're going to have a couple of announcements, some big announcements. And maybe even tonight we'll have a big collaboration announcement just to tease. We don't know if we can do it today, but we will make an announcement on a big collab project that we are working with behind the scenes, and that's all I'll say. But we be on the lookout for a new announcement here on the X. Follow us at SR Studios 2024. We all have access. That is a business account where we make all the big announcements first. So thank you for those that are watching on the channels and those that are watching on X. We don't do we do some of the watch alongs on X, but most of our bread and butter is done on YouTube. So please do yourself a favor, go to and click. I know it's easier to just watch on X, but click to the YouTubes and subscribe, as we do need the followers to be able to keep providing you with content like this. And yes, the SRS Gaming. I am on Twitch at SR Studios 1983. SRS Studios. I will go back into the PlayStation. I'm planning on playing Ninja Gaiden the whole way through, unedited, all the frustration, everything you see. So I just got to pick a date, be consistent, and you will get that weekly. So the gaming, Simply Reliable Gaming, will continue. As a matter of fact, since we have 30 seconds, let me go ahead and provide you with the teaser that I created just to get you in the flow of SRS Gaming. And I timed that perfectly because we are back. The finals are on. Let's go. Takeda versus Mr. Danger. Fetty Wap is performing upstairs in the bourbon room after tonight's event. Fetty Wap is coming out, New Jersey's own. Fetty Wap doing an impromptu little concert. Look, he's going in the ring too. All right, Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap is kind of built like a wrestler too, man. Turn the fucking music off. What up, Jersey? How the fuck y'all doing, man? He said this is cool as hell. I've never been in a wrestling ring, but this feels crazy as hell. Crowd chanting Fetty Wap. There we go. Fetty Wap is actually taken back by this. Appreciate y'all. Do me a favor real quick. He said on the count of 3, I just want you to go, yeah, baby. And the crowd obliges. Who is that interrupting? I don't even know who that is. Is that Cody? Why is he ruining this? Yes, it has. Safet, it's been crazy. It's GCW though. It is Cody. Okay, he says he's a huge fan. The crowd is chanting, "Fuck him up, Fetty, fuck him up." It's awesome that you're here in GCW because you fit in here so well, seeing that you just got out of prison. I think you got something in common with some people here. However, they need to throw your ass back in prison, in my personal opinion. Fetty Wap trying to chase Cody now. Snatches the mic from him. And he asked him, "What was your name again?" And then he went to go answer. He said, "It doesn't matter what your name is." Fetty hit him with the rock. Oh, Fetty's a wrestling fan. That's fucking hilarious. That was funny. That was fucking funny by Fetty. Now what is going on? Is that Nick fucking Gage? Uh oh, Fetty's got back up. Up! Spine buster. Fetty saying, "Uh oh." Spine buster to Cody by Nick fucking Gage. Pointing the light tube. I think he's gonna give it to Fetty Wap to let Fetty Wap hit him in the head with it. Yeah, he did. And Fetty Wap smashed it over Cody's head. Fucking GCW. Fetty Wap just smacked a wrestler over the head with a light tube. And now he's climbing the ropes. This is fucking awesome. What the fuck? Cody went night night. Nick fucking Gage coming out. Please don't have another interruption. Please go straight into the finals. Cody can't even get up. It says the finals is coming up when they get everything set up. I guess that's why they didn't set up like the weapon. They should have just left the weapons and kept it on the outside, and then all they got to do is slide it into the ring. Crowd chanting "fuck you" to Cody. Cody took a beer from someone. Game Changer World Podcast. Friends of ours at the SRS studio. The official GCW podcast every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. And they doing another 10-minute fucking break. All right, come on, guys. Well, that was a thing with Fetty Wap in here. Nine minutes and 30 seconds again. And they shouldn't even need that much time. They should have had everything set up for the ring, but it's the world of professional wrestling. They have to. You got, whoa, they're taking the ring apart. You can see the wood board now. Oh shit, something's about to happen for the finals. Now I see why they need this time. Oh shit. What are they gonna do to the canvas? Interesting. They took the whole mat off. They're exposing the wood. Yeah, I know, Safet. Holy shit, I'm afraid of what they're about to turn this ring into. Are they gonna do that cinder block match like they did last time, where the whole ring was cinder blocks? But that was on top of the canvas. They literally took the canvas off of this. Hmm. Curious here. I've never thought I'd comment breaking down a ring and setting up a match, but it is what it is. There's the scaffold again. I see some doors with barbed wire on them. It might be glass and barbed wire. There's the glass panels, the sheets of glass. Oh my god, I think the ring is going to be made of doors of barbed wire. Holy fucking shit. Unique indeed. They are literally making the ring doors of barbed wires. And I can see them setting up like light tubes by the ropes. Holy shit, this is going to be nuts. Holy shit. What is going on here? This is going to be crazy. Light tubes. Oh, there's light tubes in the middle of the ring now, too. Holy shit. Holy shit. There is light tubes all in the row. I feel like this is like the pit in the Mortal Kombat stage. Like, it is, the floor is made of doors of barbed wire. They got light tubes in the middle here. The scaffolds outside. Welcome to hell, people. This is going to be nuts. Holy shit. I'm afraid to know what the violence is going to be. This is literally the pit stage for Mortal Kombat. This is just 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. This ring is crazy. There's light tubes taped up in the shape of an X. There's light tubes in the center of the ring. There's doors made of barbed wire, and then the ring is completely exposed. It's just all woods. What the fuck are they? There's tubes tied together like a cross in the corner of the turnbuckle. At least just one. I'm a little scared here tonight. This is going to be nuts. Emil's in the ring. Here we go. They're just gonna leave exposed wood. This is going to be there's like no mat. Like what the fudge cracker? Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3. Here we go. What the hell? He said no canvas, straight wood, no mat. Are you ready for the main event? To live is to suffer, to survive is to find the meaning in suffering. No wonder! Oh my god. This is nuts. The 2016 winner was Danny Havoc. 2017, Nick fucking Gage. 2018 winner, Cicople. Alex Colon, 2019 winner. 2020 winner, a repeat winner, Alex Colon again. 2021, Alex Colon, 3-time winner. Then you had Drew Parker winning in 2022. 2023, of course, the first women, Rina Yamashita. Then John Wayne Murdoch, 2024. And of course, 2025 is going to be the current ultraviolet champion, Matt Tremont. And one of these men, Mr. Danger, or Takeda, is going to win 2026. Who will survive? You should have played this video package as part of the 10-minute wait. Here we go. The finals that I didn't think would happen. Here's Mr. Danger. Air horns going off. Here comes Takeda. Crazy bastard. Masashi Takeda. Now I just realized he didn't even pull out the scissors in the last match. Dude, I don't even know how they can get in the ring because of the way the light tubes are. Like Mr. Danger got in the ring, slid, and got like hit by one of the light tubes already. Takeda taking a couple of light tubes in just to get in the ring, and so he can grab some already. Crowd chanting, "Ring the bell." I'm with the crowd. Ring the bell already. Main event scheduled for one fall. One fall. Scarlett drew the main event. Made his way to the finals by defeating Vipers and Dr. Redacted. Biggest two freaking surprises of the night. He beat Nino Extremo and Jonathan Gresham to get to these finals. Masashi Takeda. This is crazy. Woo! There is literally no mat. It's just straight wood and doors with barbed wire on the ground. Ropes have light tubes tied to them. How's the ref even going to get her knee to count? Like, she needs knee pads. Ring the bell. Bell rings. Here we go. Dr. Danger throws light bulbs right at Takeda. Takeda throws that cross one. Now they're grabbing light from the ones that are tied up to the ropes. Danger smacking him across. They're both just hitting each other over the head. Push kick by Mr. Danger. Jumps over the rope. Takes a light tube off the rope. Throws it at Takeda. He holds on to it. And then he leapfrog kicks him. Lands on wood and glass. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out. What the hell? This is unique. I don't think I've ever seen a match where it was just on the wood. And then he puts the tube. Leapfrog leg drop, but the tube fell off of Takeda, so he didn't break it. And now he just slaps him on the stomach. 1, 2. Good luck cleaning the glass off pure wood, crew. He tries to Irish whip Takeda into the plexiglass, but he slid. Stopped it. Cannonball! Takeda cannonballed himself and Danger through the glass. And I think a piece of Takeda got caught in that door barbed wire. Takeda kind of put himself through it. Now there's the bed of razors. I always hated when this came out. There it is, right to the head of Danger. Oh! There's the scissors. He's stabbing Danger with the scissors. Oh, he's got 2 pairs. 2 pairs. Oh, he's just stabbing him in the head. There he is. He's opening it and slicing on 2 sides of his head. Look at the blood just dripping down Danger. I don't know how Danger's going to see with all this blood in his face. Takeda picks him up. Irish whip to the corner. Danger moves out of the corner. Shoulder tackle. Then Takeda grabs a bunch of the light tubes. Leapfrog clothesline. None of them shatter. He picks them up. Breaks it. Over Takeda. Cover by 1, 2. The blood is just pouring off Danger. And then Danger dragging, not only could you get a splinter, but he's dragging him across the glass. He's just dragging him across the canvas. Now he's piling up the light tubes. I think he's going up the scaffold. Yes, he's going up the scaffold. Danger's up on the scaffold, 30 feet in the air. Is he going to do his swanton? Swanton off the scaffold! Through the light tubes! Covers Takeda. 1, 2. Kick out! How the hell did he kick out? Holy shit. I always say the one thing you can't measure on a man is his heart. Now a fisherman suplex position. Takeda blocking it. Then he gives him an elbow. Picks up another glass. Sets it up in the corner. Forearm exchanges now. Bounces off the rope. Takeda. German suplex Danger through that glass. Then breaks the light tube over his own head. Scoop slam. The most wrestling move there was today. Now he's bringing the door of barbed wire and he's flipping it onto Dr. Danger or Mr. Danger. The door is face down with the barbed wire on Mr. Danger. Then he puts light tubes on the door. And now it's Takeda's turn to climb the scaffold, which has and a weed whacker just fell off of it. What is Takeda gonna do? Is he gonna stomp him? No! A swanton of his own through the table. 1, 2. Oh! He kicked out. Danger kicked out. And now Takeda smashing these light tubes over Danger's head. Just one after the other. There's the one that's shaped like a cross. Thicker tubes. Running knee into Danger, but doesn't break the tube. Makes him hold it again. And another knee. This time it breaks the tubes, and Danger lays down. Cover. 1, 2. Danger kicked out again. Hey, yo, this is nuts. This is nuts. 1, 2, kick out. How is Mr. Danger kicking out? Like, I don't even get this. More glass. There is literally more tubing on the floor than there is wood. Tiger suplex to the ground. 1, 2, 3. Takeda beat him. Takeda beats Danger. Takeda is your 2026 Tournament of Survival winner. Holy shit. A little bit of a lackluster ending, but he flip slammed him onto all the tubes in the door. But with all the punishment that they both have faced tonight, Takeda able to be victorious. What a crazy ass night. Tournament Survival 11. Something I've never seen before. Literally the canvas is off. It's all wood. Mr. Danger and Takeda both on what a hell of a run today. I can't believe this. This was nuts. Mr. Danger can't even stand up. Takeda picking him up. Lifts his hand up for the crowd. Respect earned during a combat. They shake each other's hand. Points at him like, you the man. They are bloodied, battered, bruised. But Takeda is victorious somehow. That's what a winner looks like. Look at that body. Oh my God. And that is it. Well, Takeda has a mic. Kimanisha! We saw more blood than Red Cross tonight, Safet. GCW. I love this. It's the best. They speak in Japanese, so I can't translate, people. But yeah, this has been SRS Studios covering Tournament of Survival 11 2026 for GCW. Tune in later at 11 p.m. Eastern as we cover, or as we do our usual Saturday shenanigans, hosted by the simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster. I have been Mr. Reliable, Walter Cruz. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, folks. I'm cutting the fucking stream. I got it in even by myself. Good night, everybody.